Hi crafty friends, it's Mel. I just wanted to do a little share of some projects I've been working on. They're kind of still in the works, but I'm really excited about them. I mentioned in another video that she's actually my boss. She's one of my managers, but she saw this is my planner that I showed you. I've done some upgrades since then, but this is my little, I'm calling it a planner, but it is a traveler's notebook. My first one that I made, and I love it. I love it so much. So all this kind of stemmed from, I've been seeing them on YouTube, and then my crafty friend Kim, she sent me my very first traveler's notebook, and then since then I had to check it out and see how it was made. So here is the one that she sent me, and she has all these charms. We had to clip it on here, but she had them all clipped nicely onto there, so it kind of went from there. So again, late on the train like everything else, but that's how I perfect my my craft. I see you guys show the different things that you tried and work, didn't work. But I just want to show you some things in this video. So a lot of these are not finished. The only one finished really is this one. I have to do the god-awful threading. Well, I say it, but to do the seams. But I just want to give you a basis. I just want to show, because I think it helps when you guys show things like this too, of what materials that you're using for these. So I happen to I love these. I love the way these came out. I just finished these. Well, again, I have to finish the elastic, but they're just about done. The elastic and the cover. But the reason I'm not finishing them completely is because I made a few for my friend from work to choose from that I made for her. So I made a couple small ones because she initially saw mine and liked mine. So I made a couple small ones, and then I tried the B6 size. And to be honest, the B6 size is really nice. You could probably fit so much more in there. You can even put like 4x6 photo, maybe even 5x6. But I just like this little convenient size. I like how chunky it is, and like my hands are small, so it fits good in my hands. Fits easily in my pocketbook. But it's to each their own. So I just want to kind of show some of the things that I did or that I made with these. And again, they're not even assembled on the inside, but I just want to show you some of the products that I found. So a lot of this is a great way too. I'm doing a D-stash actually, but on some of the cards I'm not using, but these are just some Halloween cards. These ones happen to be from my big ideas or whatever, but these are just some fun Halloween cards that I don't really do the pocket scrapbooking. When I do scrapbooking, I like to do my page from scratch most of the time. In fact, this is supposed to be easier, they say, when you do the pocket style, but I find myself driving myself nuts because when you get the pocket sleeves, the different orientations, when like one might be sideways, and I'm like, but I don't have a picture that's across, and I have this, like it gives me agita. So anyway, I don't do it that way. I like to just create my pages. Although I think the pocket pages look nice, it's just not for me because it makes me more mad. So I know I need to go to anger management over scrapbooking. But anyway, it helps me use, when I make these, it helps me use these pretty little tags, and they're just the right size. They're so easy, and then I just laminate them so that they have a longer life. So I am doing a D-stash of some of these because I just have way too many, but stay tuned for that in future videos. But so here's just some of the ones that I made. So this one, again, I don't even have the hole poked, and I think I got rid of my big bite and I only stayed with my crocodile, the small hand one, but I wish I kept that because I have to use a hole poker to get the center side. So like I said, most of these are not finished on the inside, but I just want to show you some things. So here's my laminated card, and look guys, I finally got it right. So this is what I wanted to show you. So, well, this is the first thing. So right here is that little pocket that I got from, let me see if they're over here. Here, from Hobby Lobby, and they were on clearance. So they were $1 but they gave you these three little adhesive pockets. So I put one of them on the inside, and I just have this designer paper in here just to show you so you could put some little things. Then I was at the Dollar Tree yesterday and I found a few things, and that's the main point of this video, is that I found this for 2018. I wanted to show Kim this. So this fits perfectly in the smaller size. But it's like a nice hardback for 2018. It has some note sections, and I love these little calendar sections. So instead of having to draw it yourself, it even has address and phone number. And I just like the way this feels. So this is going to go in between one of the bindings. And I personally like when mine are like chunkier, when mine are more like filled. So that's going to be in one. And then I wanted to share, these are what the notebooks look like. So they're by Jot, and I know a lot of you have been finding the 5x7 ones by Jot. I haven't had so much luck. They have a lot of different styles, so you should just look. And I bring mine, I carry this in my pocketbook, and then when I go at stores, I'm like going like this and seeing if it's too short or too small or what I'd like in there. But you get this 3-pack. They have it in puppies, and they have it in 2 other styles too. You'll probably see them when I open the other books. But it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't particularly care for these puppies. I'm going to cover them with the fancy paper. But the reason I didn't yet is I'm going to let her choose instead of doing all that work, which I'll eventually do it because... Oh, I was going to say, what? This is missing something. So I will eventually... will cover these, but I just want to give her a choice to choose which one she wants, and then I'll cover it. You know, I don't want to do all that and then she'll pick the other one. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. And again, this has to be, I have to put the hole in there and trim that off, but whoops, I put it on the wrong way. But I also use these little bows that I got from Hobby Lobby. So there's that. And then let me show you this one. Let's get this back together. So yeah, so there's one. I really like this pattern paper. This pattern paper was from AC Moore. I cheated, you guys. So I went to AC Moore, and this was double-sided by American Crafts, and this is what the other side looks like. So if you see, so this one is just one of them cards I laminated. And again, I did it right. So this is what the inside. So I just used the reverse side for this one, and I cut the other side to be this. And what's great about this small size, and again, here's just an example. This is one of those notebooks like these puppy ones that I just covered with the matching paper, and obviously this would go in here. But I just want to show you that's how you could cover it. And so it doesn't matter whichever ones you can find at the dollar store. Look, here's some of the other ones that say joy and peace. You know, I don't particularly care for these patterns, so you just cover it with your matching coordinating paper. And obviously this doesn't coordinate with the Halloween, but you get the idea. So I like... Let's see. Oh, right now there's 4 notebooks in here, but I think you only need like 3. I actually think you need 4. So you might need to buy 2 packs, and then you'll have some extra. I think 4 fills it nicely, but right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't need to have it this thick. I'm just a little nutty, but I think 4 would be good. So buy a couple of them if you can find them. And I bought some extras just so I have them because you may run it into the point where you can't find the sizes right. So just put them in your stash for when you're making these for later. So I want to further embellish these, but here's this one. And then here's, of course, the one I showed you, and I did some changes. So this is the one I did wrong the first time, and I showed you how I colored. This is thinner elastic, and I colored it with my Copic, and then it opens the wrong way, but I'm okay with that, and I embellished the inside. And this, again, I'll show you. I embellished all my little notebooks in here, and this was actually a planner that I got from Michael's, and I just rounded the corners to make it match. And this was a card base that I just adhered to here. And put some, again, here's with these cards, and then this one has a fall to-do list, just little embellishments everywhere you look, just to make it fun. But I love this. I've been going to it. I keep my list in it. Everything's together, and I just love it. It's really helping me. So then there's this one. I showed you this with the little spooky. I think I like the way this one came out. I just love the bow on it, so I might add some more bows to that. This was the bow package where the bows, if you're interested in the bows. So there's that one, but I really like these. I wonder if she'll pick one of these. But then now let's go to the B6 one. So here's one, and again, nothing's assembled, and I think this one needs more notebooks. But I just added this. I think I want to laminate her, my little witchy stamp that you saw. Here's just some Halloween cards. And then I love this paper. I got this paper last year for I bought a bunch because I made my Halloween invitations for a Halloween party. This background paper. So it's actually from Hobby Lobby, and it's the 8.5 by 11 size. So I had some extra, so I made a B6 cover out of that. So here's what I did. Again, nothing's assembled, but I want to show you the notebooks I found to fit this and where I got them. They are from... actually from Walmart. But before I show you that, so I laminated, I made it double-sided because this paper was not double-sided, so I adhered it together, did my score lines, and I also made some pockets. So Miss Kim, my buddy Miss Kim, she showed me how to do it. So what I did with mine is I only did ATG or sticky tape here and here. And then as you run it through your laminating machine, I took this is what I said I would show you in another video. These are, I think, $9.99 for a 3-pack at Hobby Lobby, but they're really great. They're kind of worth it. So what it is it's a little retractable knife pen. And look how small that blade is. So I just use in the shape of it. So what you do after you laminate it is you just go ever so slightly, and I just kind of hold it against it like this, because you don't want to go like this. You don't want to cut through this back paper. So I just kind of went like this, and it just went through like butter. You hate to say that, but it went through like butter. And you can cut this side too, so you can make it like a whole pocket. but that just creates a little pocket for the inside. And for the pockets, I just used, excuse me, I just used these little, more of my 4x6 cards, you know, just these cards, but I just used the ones that work, you know, sideways. So this one says trick or treat, and this one's like a glitter, I don't know, glitter chevron, and then I just put these in here just to show you. You can stick your receipts or different things in there. So that was kind of cool. And then these notebooks I found at Walmart. So I want to show you the two different types that I found. This one was kind of pricey, but it is nicer and meatier. But this one is by Mead. It was $1.49 each, so it would fit 2 of them. So you would need 2 of them to fit your book nicely. Turn it down, Talia. You'd need 2 of them to fit your book nicely. And then this one is, I guess, Walmart's brand, and this is what it looks like. This one was 67 cents, and this one has 80 pages, and this one says it has 80 sheets, but it's just different. Like, see how this one has the gap? Even without this binder clip on it, it has this gap right here, so it's easily, you can find the middle and put your elastic band in there. Where this one, you know, you just gotta work a little bit, but I think it's just thinner paper altogether. So that's what they look like side by side. But they only had 1 of these, but I like this price better, 67 cents, than $1.50, but still, this is a nice one. So I'm just going to cover these. So I'm waiting to cover them till she chooses which one she wants, and then I'll do it with matching coordinating paper for when she opens it. But that's just the B6. So I do like the size on that, but I think it's too big. Turn that down. I think she turned it up. Hold on one second, you guys. Talia's on her iPad, so I gotta... But that's one of the B6 ones, and then I'll show you if that's better, baby. You can turn it up a little bit. And then this one I had so much trouble with. This is another B6, but it wasn't the problem with the measurements. It was the paper. Like when I first laminated it the first time, it did not... Oh, this one I actually attached, but I still have to do the threading, so that'll look pretty when that's in there. But I fussy cut this wreath out, and then I put this autumn thing on there, and then the bow. But the first one I made, it bubbled. And then I had to cut it off, and I had to reuse it and re-put it on here. So it's kind of thick because it almost has 1.5 laminations on it. And then I did the same thing with my inner pockets. I did the inner pocket here, inner pocket there, and I just put these in here to show you. And then these are some of the cards I laminated because when I cover her booklets, I'm going to put, you know, with the fancy fall paper and then some of these embellishments on there. But her name's Priscilla, so I just made this, cut out the little P, and I'm going to put a little clip, and then she can have it like... she can have it personalized, you know, for herself there, and she can stick. And she just said she's just recently gotten into couponing, so she wants a lot of little pockets, and I might look into making her like a folder thing for the inside for an insert, because there's really only these 2 thick notebooks that we don't really need more than that. And then here's another pocket on the back, and then I put an embellishment on top of that and laminated it. So I don't know if that's what created the bubble in the first place, but I was able to work it out. But here's another one of those notebooks, so I bought the 2 there. And then this is what I wanted to show you. This I also got from Dollar Tree, and it's ugly, but it looks like this. It says Weekly Planner. It had this cover on it, and it's by Jot, but I just saved this to show you guys. But what's great is it's almost the right size for these. So it's almost like the 5x7, but it's a little bit larger. And if you wanted to, you could go through and trim. Like, see how this bottom line, let me show you. This bottom line you don't really need, and that's about how much, like a little bit over it is. But it's kind of like if you made this, when you did your B6, if you made it slightly bigger, so see how it kind of just fits in there? But I don't mind it. It's kind of hanging out a tiny bit, but I don't really mind that. But if you did, you can cut it. But I just went through, I rounded all the things, I took off this god-awful cover because you don't need it, and I'm going to cover it with paper anyway. And then, like I said, I'm going to put her matching paper on here, but I just want to wait and see which one she chooses. And I'm going to, so then you can line it up and then have that in here. But what's nice about it, so that was what it was, and it has your days, and this is all for 2018 coming up. So there's that. But I figured she's going to want to change anyway because it's autumn, and then you can change, like, you can use these inserts and switch them to your next one, and I'll make her one for the winter too. It's what my thought is. I'm not going to tell her. I'm just going to surprise her with it. But see how it, like, maybe a tiny bit hangs out, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close there. So I'm hoping, I'll see which one she picks between, you know, all the B6 size or these little tiny ones. But I just wanted to share that one's mine, and then share the ones that I was working on and coming up with, but I still have to do all the elastic. And really quick, just want to share this again for anybody who might not have caught it. Right now at Hobby Lobby, their Christmas section is all 40% off. And in the Christmas, this is by the Christmas craft, so not their Christmas section where they have all the decor, but the craft part, near the craft section, they have the little Christmas, like a little 4-way thing in the middle. And they have all these colors. And I know some people order them from Etsy, but this was like easy obtainable, you know, in short. And they have these 3 colors. So I picked up 2 silver, 1 red, and 1 gold. But I think I might get another gold. But this is what I've been using on all these, and it's like the thicker ones versus, see this first one I made? It's still working. It never broke, but see how, I hate that word girth, but see how it's a little thicker? So anyway, these are all 40% off, and they're regularly $2.99. It's called Gold Stretchy Ribbon, and they give you 10 yards. So that's a pretty good price, and then you can build up your stash. So you don't have to use it just for Christmas, and you just have the elastic there, and that's what I used on all these. So anyway, that's just a tip. So let me know if any of you guys are making these. I'd love to see them, or tell me about your videos, or tag me in your videos, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.